In this video, we're going to be talking about the criticality factor of an asset. The criticality factor is a numeric value that identifies the importance of a specific asset. This importance is a way of ranking assets of the same type against each other. In other words, we're talking about segments here. I want to find out what are my least important segments, my most important segments, and all layers of importance in between. For example, I might have segments that serve as hospitals or schools set to really high importance level. Let's say we're using a 1 to 10 scale set to 8 or 9 or even 10. And the local roads that serve as residential neighborhoods set something much lower to a 2, or maybe my gravel roads or dirt roads are set as a 1 or 0. Scenario Builder can use this criticality factor in helping to set prioritization for what segments need to get worked on first or later on. By default, Cartegraph ships with a criticality of 1 for every asset. In other words, they're all equal. So let's look at how to set that. So now I'm sitting on my asset screen with my pavement layer selected. As you can see, I have my criticality factor displayed. With everything set to 1, there's 3 ways that you can go about changing this. First, you can go into each record and edit its value. 2, you could run an import. So you could export out all of your segments and manipulate the criticality factor in that column and then re-import over top. Finally, and maybe this is a more reasonable way to do it, is if you already have it set up in Esri, which a lot of people do. So if I switch over to Esri for just a second here, you can see that I have a pavement layer and a criticality factor highlighted. It's already been manipulated in the Esri GIS environment, and since I already have this particular layer geo-integrated, I can easily just bring this value back over to Cartegraph. So I'm going to switch back over to Cartegraph here and go to the GIS integration. And if I edit this, you'll notice that I have a criticality database attribute over here. If I edit this, I can go and choose my criticality factor, save it, keep my associations and let it run for a minute, and it's all done. So now that I'm back at my assets, here in my pavement layer you can see that the criticality factor has been updated based on the Esri data.